Girl, Fontana finished Zari. Fontana picked up Zari, whooped her ass across the field, and flung her into the sea. Hi guys, my name is Cynthia Baruko. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, please don't make it your last by clicking on the subscribe button. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Today's video, I'm going to be reviewing a very popular show called Young, Famous and African. I'm going to be reviewing season 2 of the show. Young, Famous and African is about a show showcasing the lifestyle, their career of some young, famous Africans, how they live their lifestyle, and it was shot at Johannesburg. So, damn, this show. I actually preferred season 1 to season 2. I feel like season 2, a lot of the drama I saw were kind of forced. Season 1 was better in my opinion, but season 2 was not boring either. There were a lot of drama, unnecessary drama if you ask me. Where do I even start? Okay, before I start, I have to comment on the production team. They really stepped up their game this time around. Those outfits were nicer, everything, the budget increased for this season, so kudos to them. It was a lovely show, the aesthetics and everything, it was beautiful. Now, where will I even start? Let me start with the unproblematic people and just leave that one aside. I have to say Kylie or Kaylee, I don't know if I'm getting her name correctly. Kelly has to be one of my favorites. She's so cute and sweet. She doesn't involve herself in drama. She's just there. She doesn't even want drama to come to her. Nothing. I feel like the only drama she has is with her boyfriend Naked. And Kaylee, baby, you deserve better. To be honest, you deserve better. So, moving that one aside, let me go to Fontana. Fontana girl, you can act, I don't know, you can act a bit slow in my opinion, because you saw Diamond and you saw Louis. Diamond that is inviting you into his house, not taking you out on a date or anything. The first time you're meeting, he invited you to his house. You picked him over someone that took you on a very nice date, dancing, bought you flowers for Diamond. So now you know very well that Diamond just wants to sleep with you, but you are in denial. You don't want to accept that. You are in big denial. You are claiming you're also a bad bitch. You're out there you're not also there for love or whatnot. Girl, you know you're lying to yourself. You're actually still catching feelings for Diamond. If not, you wouldn't have put so much energy in that relationship. When you saw the whole drama that Zari, Diamond and whatnot, you could have like cut yourself out of that situation, because it's not what it is. I mean, look at this other young man that is giving you attention, and he's younger and sweeter, but you picked him for Diamond. Well, everybody have their own different tastes, right? Who am I to judge? So that fight between Zari and Fontana, girl, Fontana finished Zari. Fontana picked up Zari, whooped her ass across the field, and flung her into the sea. She finished her. Although I'm not really a big fan of, if you're gonna call someone out, you be emphasizing on their age, because you will still get old one day. Stop saying you're old. You will still get to that age one day. Zari didn't expect it from the way things played out. She didn't expect the girl would drag her like that, but Fontana really dragged Zari. I feel like Zari actually had it coming, because she has been picking on Fontana about the whole Diamond situation. I feel like, honestly, Diamond and Zari, they deserve each other, because nobody wants each other to have another partner. They will always pick on that was what Zari did with Nadia, right? If I'm correct, in the first season. Now she's doing it with Fontana. So like Zari kind of saw that coming, although Fontana went a bit too far anyway. She showed her age kind of, but I understood. She went. Zari has been like poking Fantana for the longest time since the beginning of this season. So yeah, the dragging Fantana. Zari, you called for it. Moving on, Fantana. I feel like I agree with Andali. Fantana doesn't kind of think for herself. She wants people to talk for her in a lot of the situations, because how is it that a girl, they're telling you that Diamond has a girlfriend but you choose to ignore? Because I'm very sure that if Diamond breaks your heart, which he is going to do, you'll be the one to come and start crying. You might be claiming, I'm not going to cry, blah blah blah, giddy giddy, that you're just there for whatnot. You will still cry and we'll all be here. So moving on from Fantana and Diamond and Zari situation, let me go over. Okay, I have to commend Andley. I feel like Andley, even if he's talking rubbish, but you just have to listen to him because of the way he talks, his charm. Andley has to be the most charming personality on TV. That man is ready to sweet talk you into his bed. Mom, I didn't say my own bed. I didn't say anything like that. But Andley is such a charming man, like, and he's so smart. He the way he talks, you can't even help but listen to him. No wonder he's able to still keep his two baby mamas and both of them want him. Like, I understand. I mean, look at him. He's very charming. He's very good with that. No wonder Diamond always calls Andley a player. Now, going over to that Diamond and Andley situation concerning Zari, I kind of understand where Diamond was coming from, where he didn't want Andley to be dating Zari, because I feel like they are friends and it would be kind of awkward. You're going after my baby mama and whatnot. I kind of understood the situation there, and I love the way Andley handled the whole situation. So yeah, I feel like maybe if it was another guy or another man, Diamond couldn't have. Of course, Diamond could have booked and whatnot, but he couldn't have been so serious. I feel like it's because Andley is his guy. And Diamond knows Andley, and maybe he feels like Andley is not going to take Zari seriously. So like, I understand that situation. I feel like Diamond and Zari, they deserve each other because they always poke at each other's side piece. They always do that. So moving on from that to Bonang. Bonang girl, when she came in, I actually liked her. I was like, oh, at least someone that's, oh, I know Bonanga, she should be a vibe, should be a good addition to the group. Then the whole Louis situation, that was so uncalled for. Like, the whole drama, the way you painted out the whole drama, it wasn't necessary. There was nothing there. It felt like there was something more, as if you knew him before, because we are literally bullying Louis. Or is it Louis or Louis? You bullied Louis. Like, that kind of made me dislike Bonang a little bit, because she acted so out of character. Because I don't think it was called for. I know that Swanky on his own part, Swanky said the wrong thing to Bonang about Louis inviting Bonang to his country for a show, and Bonang left because Louis didn't buy him flowers or something like that, which wasn't the truth. Swanky, that wasn't what Louis said to you. You added your own sugar and pepper and everything to spice up the whole gist. I feel like Swanky is kind of at fault for the whole drama. And Swanky, you could have allowed Louis to talk to Bonang himself, because he clearly told you during that conversation that he was gonna meet Bonang himself and talk to him. I like Swanky and Louis. I don't really get the deal with Swanky and Louis. Swanky, I feel like Swanky was kind of intimidated by Louis, because come on, Louis is hot, Louis is nice, charming. So I felt like he got intimidated because he was the youngest male in the group. So another young male entered, so he was kind of intimidated. Then I Swanky, this season is not you. I don't know if this was the script or what, but this wasn't you. I loved you in season 1, although I loved some parts of, I still love you, Swanky, but you acted so out of character. You basically bullied Louis. You and Bonang bullied Louis for no reason whatsoever. You didn't deserve that. Louis was trying to explain to you, he had the story straight. He said the same thing, but you chose to call it a lie. Why? I feel like Bonang was just fishing for drama where there was none. Because I don't see the point. I don't see why you should be attacking Louis like that because of what he said about Fantana and Diamond, about him not wanting Fantana to, be known as Diamond's side piece. Louis is actually a very sweet guy. I feel like a lot of the group people, they bullied him a lot, and that was so painful to watch. Honestly, I felt really bad for him. Swanky was the head bully. Like, the whole thing was unnecessary. Like, Bonang, come on, you were bigger than that. Like, you didn't have to attack Louis like that. The young man explained himself over and over again and apologized to you over and over again, but you still didn't want to take the apology. I feel like Bonang, you just wanted, I don't know, Bonang, I don't know if you were just like looking for your own drama. I don't know. I didn't understand that whole Louis situation, and I was actually happy that Zari and Nadia was on Louis' side. I am glad that, okay, take for example, Kanli, I don't know if I'm getting the pronunciation very well. Kanli also told Zari, I feel like Kanli is like the instigator of this show. She was a big instigator, and she would do like nothing happened. She's friends with everybody. Kanli is the kind of person I wouldn't want to be friends with, to be honest, because I feel like whatever you are telling her, she's telling the next person. Whenever you guys are not good for a minute, she's telling you to the next person. So Kanli was a big instigator. She was nobody's friend in the group. She was her own friend. She wanted to be kind of the peacemaker. Meanwhile, sometimes you are the one instigating war. You want to paint yourself as this peacemaker. Meanwhile, you were a big instigator. I wouldn't want to have a friend like Kanli, honestly. I love the way Zari handled that Louis situation. She didn't lash out when Kanli said, when Kanli told Zari that Louis wants her as a surrogate, she didn't lash out. She asked Louis. Louis explained himself. She handled the thing excellently. Unlike Bonang, you need to learn one or two, because I don't really understand that situation. Like, it's a thumbs down for you there, baby, because I was actually a big fan of you before that. So I was actually glad you left. I was actually glad Bonang left, because please. So moving on from Bonang, I'm going over to Kanli. Where do I even start? Kanli wanted to be everywhere at once. She's an instigator. She was nobody's friend as far as I'm concerned. She was just a friend. She always claimed that she was Annie's friend, but Annie, sweetie, Kanli wasn't your friend. She was just looking out for herself. Kanli is only your friend when it benefits her. She would say something when she's in your presence. She's all sweet and lovely, and she will not be talking shit about another person to you. But when you're not there, she will also talk shit about you. Kanli was a big instigator in this season too. I feel like she did more of the background work. And what was that scene of telling Annie, Andley, and Swanky fuck you, like as if they were kids? I love the way Andley spoke up, because girl, nah, you don't talk to your friends like that. They're not kids. Those people are parents with grown up kids. They're not your kids. so you shouldn't have talked to them like that. And also Canley, I hated the fact that you never had Louis back. Only a few occasions, but most of the times you could have de-escalated the situation surrounding that whole Louis whatever. I feel like you could have handled it better. I feel like you could have come to his aid. I feel like you could have handled everything better. Most of the things that happened with Louis and Bonang, you could have de-escalated it, especially because it was at your party that happened. So you didn't really treat Louis well, because you are the one that brought him in. He's your own friend. You were supposed to look out for him. You know he's new to the group, but you didn't look out for him. No, you didn't. You only looked out for yourself. I felt bad for Louis throughout that throughout this season, because he didn't deserve all the things that were thrown at him. He didn't deserve it at all. He just wanted to fit in. He just wanted the group to like him. He didn't even do anything wrong, in my opinion. Throughout this season, Louis didn't do anything wrong. He just wanted to fit in, have fun and everything, and he took a lot of punches this season. I felt bad for him. I'm glad everything turned out how it turned out, though, at the end with Louis. Then moving on to who else have I not talked about? Annie, girl. Okay, Annie and Swanky situation. First of all, I don't know, like, was it made up stuff? Because I feel like that shit was dragged too much throughout the season. They could have reconciled earlier. They dragged it out too much. And Swanky, like I said, Swanky, you've been out of character this whole season. You in season 1, you were more matured, you know, but you brought a lot of drama this season. I feel like maybe you wanted to be the center of attention for this season, or what, or the most talked about. This season, I didn't really understand, but you were in the midst of a lot of the dramas. Also, okay, the situation between you and Annie, I actually feel like Annie was at fault from the whole gist, because it looks like Annie was actually the one talking on the background, like Swanky said, because I noticed that when Swanky was asking her about it, she didn't want to be accountable for it. She didn't want to talk about it. She just ran away from the whole situation because she was guilty. It's only a guilty person that will run away from a conversation. You just ended with I'm sorry. I kind of understood Swanky during their first conversation. I understood Swanky, because if you're my friend and I heard you talking shit about me and I talked to you about it, like needing clarity on why you would say such thing when I'm not there, and you're just telling me you're sorry wouldn't cut it. I would want to know why you were saying such things about me. I would actually want to know that. So Annie, you were kind of avoiding accountability. You were avoiding being accountable for what you said. You just didn't want to get into it. You wanted to run from it. So I get why Swanky didn't take your apology the first time, because you were clearly at fault. You guys planned something, but you wanted to throw Swanky off. So Swanky had to throw you off and did his thing himself. But come on, that whole quarrel was dragged a lot. I feel like the quarrel could have been resolved. It didn't have to drag throughout the season. After everything, you guys finally, it was like, I felt like the producers were like telling people, come on, time is up. The season is about to round up. People need to clear your beef. People need to clear your drama. People now had to come together and apologize. Because of Handley. Handley is such a good friend. I like Handley. He's such a smart human being. Let's leave Handley. Let's get into the highlight of this season. Annie and Tubaba. Annie, my dear, Tubaba was obviously talking for himself there. He clearly said that he would chook his thing into anything wearing skirts. I don't want to use some languages here, but he clearly painted the picture of who he was, but you don't want to see it. I feel like at this point, we should just leave Annie, because no matter what, she's not going to leave Two-Face. She's not. Nadia was shocked. Nadia was questioning everything because she had to be. Like, the whole thing was surprising. Like, why would you say such thing, especially in front of your wife? You were embarrassing your wife in front of your friends and in front of the camera. Why would you say that? We know, we get that's the kind of person you are, but you didn't have to say it out, especially in front of your wife. That was so disrespectful. I felt secondhand embarrassment for Annie at that point. I feel like Annie, at this point, like you said, you should leave your marriage alone. Yeah, we're going to leave it alone because obviously this is how you want it. You're not going to leave this man. Like, you love him too much. I don't think that there's anything he can do, that even if he said that he's going to marry his second wife, I'm sure that you wouldn't still leave. So yeah, well, good luck to you on that your marriage. I'm not even going to talk much on it. That is clearly how you want it, and this man will continue because as you can see, he knows that you will never leave him. He knows you will never leave him, so he would continue sleeping with everybody. I still love Two-Face though. I love his music and everything. But I don't like his lifestyle. That's just it. So moving on from there, what have I not talked about? Nadia didn't really have drama this season. She didn't really have drama, which I'm actually happy to see. I actually liked her a bit in this season compared to season 1. She was just there, being herself and all. She didn't really have much drama surrounding her this season. Yeah, so that's basically it. I feel like I've talked about everything that went on this season. This season was actually very dramatic, although I feel like most of the dramas, they were forced, they were dragged too much. Maybe, I don't know if it's the producers that told them to drag it a lot, but it was dragged. A lot of things could have been resolved. So yeah, Swanky, please, if there is going to be a season 3, please do better. Please bring back your Swanky from season 1. That drama is not, it doesn't look good, boo. It doesn't look good. We like the Swanky of season 1. I get it. Maybe you felt like the drama in season 1 is too small. Maybe people didn't really talk about you much in season 1. You now want the whole drama in season 2. Like, you were so dramatic up to the point that you were even asking Two-Face why he didn't get involved in you and Annie's. Like, come on, Swanky. And the way Baba handled the whole thing was so funny. Like, why are you asking me? That's between you and Annie. What's his business? Like, you need to turn it down in the next season if there is going to be any. Then, Fontana girl, good luck. If you're still doing anything with Diamond, good luck, because he's just there to have fun and get it over with. He's not there for anything serious. And also, Zari girl, you and Diamond, you could deserve each other. You deserve each other. But Diamond is a liar though. He's a liar. He said a lot of things to Fontana. He said that you want to have another child and whatnot. And Diamond denied it flatly in front of Zari. Like, I feel like I've talked about all the major dramas that went on in this show. If I left anything out, maybe it wasn't that's important for me not to have remembered, because I feel like I've touched all the major dramas in the show. So the season overall was lovely. It was fun to watch. Like, I was like, most of the time, like, my jaw dropped most of the time. So I'm actually looking forward to season 3. Yeah, I'm looking forward to season 3. I thoroughly enjoyed this season. So hopefully they'll bring in more cast. I love the fact that they brought in 2 new cast from Uganda, right? From Namibia and Ghana. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to season 3 and new cast members. And by the way, that stuff Bonang said about Louis place, calling it the desert, that was so uncalled for. That was uncalled for. Bonang, do better. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review from me. If you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do well by subscribing, like, you can comment down below. Don't forget to share. So thanks for watching once more. Bye bye.